As you guys can see, I'm literally halfway up the main card for this weekend's card. I've already recorded the majority of this video, and I realised my mic wasn't fucking on the entire time, so I'm going to have to do this whole video again. Alright, by the intro you can probably tell I don't want to make this video again, but UFC Fight Night, Arnold versus Melquizael Costa goes down this weekend, and it's an ass card. I've been explaining that it's terrible. It's not interesting me. There's a couple of good fights, but the whole thing just doesn't interest me. Let's go ahead and get straight onto my picks. As I mentioned in my previous recording that you obviously couldn't hear anything on, I was mentioning how there's been no women's MMA fights for the last couple of weeks of cards. Now all of a sudden we have three in the prelims for this card. It is what it is. Like I was doing back in the other recording. I can't believe I messed up that bad, but it's OBS's fault. Sometimes it'll just disconnect my mic. What are you doing that for? So stupid. That was a good recording as well. I picked Brandon to win. I picked Daniel Perez to win. I picked Viana to win. I picked Brundage to win. So he needs to lock in, or otherwise he's getting cut from the UFC. How has he not been cut yet? I picked Cavalcanti to win. I picked Minev to win because he's been training with Yaroslav Amosov. I picked Tuko Tokos to win because he's from the Ends fam, even though he trains in America. American top team, I'm pretty sure. Man, this recording is low energy now, man. I had energy when my first recording. It's all gone. Alright, now that we've sadly gone through those prelims again, onto the main card. It kind of saves this weekend's card because there's a couple of good fights in it, like the main event. Big stakes at featherweight. Really hoping Arnold can get it done. Dooho Choi is back. He's a very entertaining fighter versus Daniel Santos. That should be a good fight. Wellmaker has been thrown to the lines against 15-1. Juan Diaz coming off contender series, I want to say. They've full and chucked him off the Dana White privilege train and put Ewing straight on for his recent performances. Because that guy's taken out like 3 undefeated guys back to back. It's crazy. Another guy who lives and trains in England, I'm pretty sure. That's Bukowski's trains with Aspinall versus Christian Edwards. Who is this guy? I have no idea. 8-4, I'm pretty sure his record is. Not beating Modestus. Timmy Kwamba, like I was saying in my other recording. Kwamba, I was making fun of his name, kind of. Same with Chaos Williams. Man, these fights are just okay. It's not a great card by any means. We'll get straight back into it. I've got to explain these fucking fights, bro. I did pick Chaos Williams to win, even though both these guys' records are terrible. Veretenikov coming off of a win over Nico Price. Chaos Williams coming off of 2 losses back to back. Yet somehow is the betting favourite. Make it make sense. I don't know what those odds are. Who made them? Height difference not really there. Reach and thing difference not really there. Apart from like the arm reach. So welterweight fight should be pretty good. Welterweight's been a fire division in recent times. It's been very, very good to watch. Yeah, I picked Chaos Williams to win by knockout. My energy's so low. Alright, Timmy Kwamba. There's Bernardo Zopaj. In my other recording I said that Zopaj might have fought on the Mexico City card, but I assumed he was Mexican, but he's Albanian, so that's kind of my fault. It was Timmy Kwamba. I did pick Timmy Kwamba to win. No specific reason other than Kwamba. His name sounds cooler, I guess. 10-3 versus 12-3. Maybe jobbers, but I don't know. The deserving of getting on the main card, I guess. It's just epic slot, man. After 2 weeks of great cards with the Perth card and then 328, great cards back to back. Now back to our usual serving of slop on the play. The Meta Apex. Yeah, I picked Timmy Kwamba to win. I picked knockout for Chaos Williams. I picked a decision. 29-28, Timmy Kwamba. Modi B is knocking out Christian Edwards in the first round. Quick as it gets, quick slime out. I don't give a shit. Christian Edwards is a bum from, I think, Bellator. I think he's 8-4. I think that's his record. This is 19-7. But this is Bukowski's had some trouble recently. Lost to Krylov. Had the injury against Roundtree Jr. back a few years ago, I think. That shit was just terrible. Terrible every time you watch it back. Bukowski's original opponent was Rodolfo Bellato. Literally looks like his evil twin, which is crazy. They actually look exactly alike. It's weird. I will pick Modestus Bukowski, like I said. Round 1 knockout. Alright, Wellmaker. Thrown to the lines, like I said, against Juan Diaz. 15-1. I don't know the level of competition, but it should be a good fight. I'm probably looking to give Wellmaker a free slime out KO here. He's getting back on track to UFC stardom. Bantamweight bout. 5'10's pretty tall for bantamweight, to be fair. I swear. Sugar Sean O'Malley is 5'11", just so he's just a bit taller. Usually got like lightweights at 5'10 and featherweights maybe sometimes at 5'10. This dude's weight is LB. Brilliant. There are each differences there. Of course, there's the height difference like I mentioned before. I don't really care. Like, this should be a decent fight if there's a knockout. But if it's one of those decisions where Juan Diaz just takes it for 3 rounds, it might be boring. Hope Wellmaker gets a slime out. I don't know who his loss is. Maybe it's someone good. I don't know. I didn't do research. Like usual. Right, we're 5 minutes into the recording. We're already on the co-main. Let's go. The video was like 15 minutes before, I swear. Dooho Choi has some banger fights with like Nate Landwehr and Cub Swanson. So the Cub Swanson fight is in the Hall of Fame, actually. Daniel Santos, I don't really know much about him. He's 14-2. Not bad record. 16-4. Not bad records at all from South Korea and Brazil. Arm reach and leg reach is, of course, there's differences because of the height. It's just something that's just going to happen most of the time. It's like a freak of nature. Or your body genetics are just weird, like Max Holloway. 5'11 with a 69-inch reach. I think that's the shortest in the lightweight division right now. I'm going to pick Dooho Choi. Just because I like Dooho Choi. I've actually seen his fights. Should be an interesting fight, maybe. I don't have a clue. I probably would have rambled more if my mind was still on track and not still thinking about missing like 15 minutes of footage and having to re-say stuff. I think that's the first time it's happened in this channel's history, not gonna lie. But if I've only been doing this since like October last year. Which, to be fair, the channel's been doing great recently. Like the last 3 videos, back to back to back. UFC Beta 1, the Sean Strickland Shocking the World one, and the predictions for that fight, all past 300 views, which is sick. I appreciate it very much. Like the Fight Companion did 1.3k views. I appreciate it. Like, that's just massive. We're going in the right place. Slowly but surely, we're going up and up and up and up. Hopefully, we'll be on top one day. See you at the top, like Michael Chandler says. Yeah, Doo Choi wins this fight by, I'm gonna say submission, like a rear naked choke submission, in like the second or third round. The main event. Let's just stop all that right now. Arnold Allen versus Michael Costa. You can tell the images haven't updated on the site yet because Arnold Allen's wearing black shorts this week and he's trying something new, like you said. 20-4 record, 26-7 record. I think Michael Costa's best loss is to Steve Garcia, who's also a ranked featherweight, but you know, much lower down than Arnold Allen's best loss being what Movsar, who's currently at the number 1, and that's an arguable robbery fight. But to be fair, you kind of notice that with Movsar's record a lot. Let's not really get into it, but he's had some very, very close fights. Like their own fight was close, the Aljo fight was close, the Arnold Allen fight was close. But I do still hope Movsar gets that title shot next. Volk can beat him very easily, in my opinion. On to this fight, the main event, Arnold Allen, Michael Costa. Arnold Allen's taken like a pretty big step down in competition in terms of how good the opponent is, even though Michael Costa's very good. Had that very, very sick spinning back kick to the face against Ige. Perfectly planted, that was sick. And that's what I'm kind of scared for. I'm worried for Arnold Allen. I really hope he doesn't just get chinned. But he's got a very good chin. He's English, come on now. Great British recovery and all that. I do think Arnold Allen will win this fight. That sounds like a major bias for me, but it's just not. Arnold Allen is the better mixed martial artist. This is a great main event because I don't think anyone will going to try to take it to the ground, in my opinion. I don't think any of them will try to take it to the ground. There's obviously the 5'8" to 5'10" height difference. Not that big of a deal. Arnold Allen has fought taller opponents before, I want to say. I think. Like Dan Hooker. He's like 5'11". Is Arnold Allen locked in, though? I don't know. I think he is, though. Quick turnaround from the Gene Silver loss. But I think Arnold Allen will be able to get a TKO here in round 3. I'm going with round 3. Maybe Costa throws all his best shots at him. Hasn't really got 5-round experience like that, like Arnold Allen has. Arnold Allen's been in there with like Max Holloway and stuff. On paper, this fight should be easy for him, in my opinion. Michael Costa, the younger guy with more fight somehow. But you know, Arnold Allen's been building himself up. He's only 32, still in his prime. Maybe a lightweight move at some point in the future. We'll be sick to see. But I want to see him get the featherweight belt. Low key. I think he's capable. I think he would give Volk a great fight. I think he'd give Aljo a good fight, potentially beat him. I think he'd give Diego a fight. I think he'd beat up Diego Lopez. I think he'd beat up people like Steve Garcia, Aaron Pico. I think he'd piece up, maybe knock him out. So it's just one of these things. I'm kind of worried for Arnold Allen, but I think he's locked in for this fight. Wanted that quick turnaround. Recovered from injuries now. He can do those full camps. Get in shape. Get back to fighting on a regular, consistent schedule like he did before. I've pulled my earphones out like 4 times. But yeah, we are going to go with Arnold Allen to win by KO TKO in the very third round. That's crazy. In the third round. Yeah, that's going to be a pick for this fight. Thank you guys for watching my reshoot of the stupid ass video. Michael Costa versus Arnold Allen. UFC Fight Night, the Meta Apex. Woohoo, great. There will be a fight companion, so tune into that please. The UFC were watching my stream the other day for the White House press conference. That was crazy. They asked me who I was going to pick between Jemima and Strickland. I picked Strickland by decision. Crafty newcomer, but all knowledge, just not going to lie. Am I a newcomer? Probably, yeah, to be fair. Let's hope we can keep growing this channel. It's going well so far. I think people like the content. Appreciate you guys. Also, much for subscribing, liking, viewing this video and whatnot. I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Peace.